Poland, New Hampshire.
Hello, Garrett.
Sharon, I am not going to give you $100,000.
If I don't get my money, then this complaint gets filed in court.
You're actually suing me because I had an affair with you? You got a little problem, Hank. She's going to go public. Pay her off. I won't do that.
You're attracted to her. You think I don't know that?
Who? She knows about me and Katie Kirk.
Did you tell her?
I have a crush on Katie Kirk.
It isn't just a crush. You covet her.
Now, what if Dottie here were to dress up and pretend she was Katie Kirk?
Good morning. I've decided to buy the theater.
You want to buy the theater?
Culture needs to be saved in this town, and I'm the one to save it.
You want me to help you buy the movie theater?
Yes.
I just found out about my dad's problem.
What problem? I sort of told Monica that you slept with Sharon Roper's.
Could you not tell Mom?
Why?
She'll leave you.
What do you mean the deal is off?
I can't secure the loan against my house. I can't do it to my family.
The bank is never going to give you the loan without the down payment.
I know. I'm gonna have to find the down payment elsewhere. Thanks anyway.
1 second. 1 second. Come here. If I were to take a chance, unsecured, out of curiosity, how do you plan to float this place?
Well, we'd have to show more commercial films. And we'd do community productions.
Community productions. Who in this town has any talent?
I do. Many people do. And I'll discover them. You watch.
Mm-hmm. If I were to help you with this venture, could I sing?
Are you any good?
I performed in college. Got booed, but that's because people objected to me personally. The singing was good.
Well, if you can sing, Scott, there would probably be a place for you on our stage.
Quiet down, quiet down. I want to propose a toast to Dottie and her new theater. May it be as successful as we all know it will be.
Yeah. Thank you. Quiet. Tomorrow, I start our community auditions for a local Easter production. I thought, in honor of the theater and my re-embarking on my musical career, that I would sing a little song. I think a little something that we all know and love. It's from ABBA. It's called Thank You for the Music. Okay, and I'm going to do the first verse, and then I want you all to come in on the refrain, okay? I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before.
Good one.
God's sakes.
It was Waylon.
Why do you always blame me when you fart?
You're the tenor in the family.
Doesn't matter.
She blames me. I blame
All right, guys.
I don't ask for much. This is the biggest moment of my life. I'm the proprietor of the theater. I just want to share it with my family. Packers? This is so lame. We're like walking around in a square. At what point do we grind?
At no point do you grind, okay? Hey, honey.
Hey,
1, 2, 3.
what's going on?
Monica got invited to the Exeter Formal.
Well, that's great. Tell everybody.
Monica, I told your father. What's up?
I love you. It occurs to me that I don't say that nearly enough, so I just wanted to say I love you.
Monica?
All right. What did I do?
What makes you think you did something?
Just save us some time, Dottie, and tell me what I did.
I'll tell you what you did. It's what you didn't do, that's what you did.
Oh.
And what you didn't do is show any inclination to celebrate my life. You grumbled at dinner and you mumbled through the song. You demeaned my moment, is what you did. This theater is important to the town and to me. You demeaned me, you demeaned the town. Worst of all, you demeaned Abba. Oh, right. Go running back to her. Isn't that rich?
It's 7 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. I'm Katie Couric. Although your child may not have a tongue ring in
She
mind.
gets the theater to be happy, but is she happy? No, because it's chemically impossible for a woman to do anything but complain. So she has to go to what's wrong. But when she can't find a damn thing that's wrong, what's wrong becomes me. Not enough to honor, love, and obey. Now, these days, we gotta celebrate their lives.
At least you honor her. I'm telling Helen about Sharon.
Garrett.
I just can't keep it a secret anymore. It just isn't in me.
Your number is 2, Scott.
I don't want to go second.
Oh, why not?
Because I don't. I want to see my competition and get a feel for the room. I have paid for this place. I shouldn't have to go second, so don't burn this.
Sorry.
Hey, Hootie, what's up?
I'm trying out.
Really? I never even knew you liked the theater.
Oh, well, actually, my late wife Joni did, and I thought, what better way to pay tribute to her than audition here in this theater, which she so loved.
Hootie, Joni didn't die. She left you for another man.
Even so, I'd like to honor her memory. I think she'd like that.
12 and I'm watching the late show in my flat all alone. How I hate to spend the evening I'm on. Autumn wind blowing outside my window.
It's terrible.
Everybody has a chance to try out.
And everyone is, and they're all terrible.
It just increases your chances of getting picked, doesn't it?
Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me...
Whoa, stop! This is a respectable theater.
Oh, balls.
There is no place for you in this theater, Sylvia Hump. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the premises.
You're worried.
No. It's gonna be great.
Dottie, I can tell when you're upset. Are you upset with something?
No. Dottie! People are staring. What's wrong? Hank and I made love the other night. It was the best ever.
This is a problem?
He wasn't making love to me. Dressed up as Katie Couric because he covets her so. And Dr. Pat suggested that we do a little role-playing, so that's why I dressed up. Hank got all excited. And he just went to town on me. Don't you think it's sick?
No, of course not. I mean, many couples.
Oh, best I'm facilitating adultery. Allowing him to sleep with another persona.
You simply need to tell Hank that this role-playing is not something you wish to continue doing. I'm sure he will respect that.
I think I'm losing my mind. My God, what am I thinking? This theater? What have I done?
The theater will work because you'll make it work.
The people of Poland are without talent, Julie. I'm gonna lose every dime.
You sure she's not going through the passage?
A what?
The passage. Change of life. Dottie could be going through the passage.
She's He's not going through any passage. Rolling stop. License and registration, Sharon.
Why?
Why?
Yes. I realize we've become a police state, but you still have to have a pretext to interfere with a person's freedom.
You didn't come to a complete stop.
Oh, please.
License and registration.
You know what? Write the ticket and then just deduct it from what your brother owes me.
Sharon, get out of the car. Get out of the car! Did you kill your husband, Sharon?
What?
We're having a hard time believing suicide. You were the only one around.
Oh,
I'm talking, Sharon. You inherit from his death. Turns out he was guilty of infidelity. Motive, opportunity. There's plenty I can start an investigation with. And should I do that? Look at me, Sharon. Look at me! Should I do that? I will queer up probate and your insurance. Money which you think is coming to you imminently won't be coming, Sharon.
This is blackmail.
You recognize the concept like someone who's familiar with it. You don't want to be screwing with my brother, Sharon. Think about the Shaws, there's 3 of us. Don't even think about taking one on unless you're prepared to do battle with all 3. You got that, Sharon?
You threatened her.
I did not.
You told her you would
weren't
accuse her
even
of murdering
there.
her husband.
Hold on.
Are you saying you didn't try to intimidate
She's
her?
the blackmailer, Carney, and you know it.
Hank, out.
I don't need this.
Out now.
This is a big problem, Garrett. It was practically an assault. He threatened her.
Then go to the police, Carney. Or better yet, why don't you report the chief to the mayor? Oh, that's right, you've already done it.
You think the Shaw brothers are above the law? Is that what you think?
Listen to me, Carney. Sharon has a way of making things up.
Meaning she's making up her history with you? Sharon will tell.
I have to tell.
Do not be telling Helen.
I say tell.
Stay out of this.
Don't tell me to stay out of it. He's
This
my
doesn't
brother.
concern you,
You
Waylon.
get into it now.
Waylon, you... He pushed me.
I'm sick of you telling me to shut up every time I got something to say.
Okay, Waylon. Go ahead.
Well, I don't have anything to say, but if I did, I'm sick of him telling me not to say it.
My own wife can't handle me being attracted to Katie Couric, God's sakes. No woman, especially Mount St. Helen, is going to forgive you sleeping around
Why
with...
do you call her that?
If anything, Sharon's the mountain.
Quiet!
Never mind.
Why do you call her Mount St. Helen?
Because she's the quiet type who just suddenly erupts. And trust me, Garrett, she will erupt here. Let me tell you something.
Drop the finger.
Monica was right. Helen will leave. And if she leaves 1 month before election...
This isn't about politics.
No, it's about family. Keep your family together, Garrett. Do not tell.
If it involves me...
It doesn't. It's my problem.
Then why would my knowing compound it?
Because you are a chronic problem compounder. And I have to go to bed.
I think she's manic depressive.
Malcolm, I think it's really good that you're taking an interest in psychology, but you need to stop diagnosing the family with mental disorders. Where are you going?
Out for a drive, clear my head.
Of what?
A lot of things, Helen. The election coming up in November, a lot of people gunning for me. Pressure sometimes built up.
Paranoid schizophrenic.
I think it's admirable the way you've pursued therapy to safeguard your marriage. I wish more couples would do so. But I'm an internist.
I know, but we've just established such a dialogue. I feel like the role-playing thing, perhaps I've reaffirmed the notion that what I am somehow isn't enough to ignite his passion or... Oh, it's very humiliating.
It's not uncommon for people to become attracted to personalities they see on television. Katie Couric is an attractive woman, and she does put out a sexual energy.
Are you attracted to her?
I'm sorry?
Are you attracted to Katie Couric?
We're not here to talk about me, and...
But it would help me if I knew that this wasn't unique to my husband.
Well, certainly you don't think Hank is the only man fantasizing over Katie Couric.
Do you? Oh my God. I gotta go. Garrett.
Dottie, are you sick?
Oh, I have a sore throat.
Me too.
Yeah, well, I hope you feel better.
You too. Dr. Pass, your nurse wasn't, so I...
Can I help you, Garrett?
Doctor-patient privilege, right?
Of course.
6 years ago, I was unfaithful to my wife, and I'm struggling over whether I should tell her. I'm struggling a lot, actually.
I'm an internist.
He said tell.
You see?
See what?
Well, I said tell, and I'm not even a medical doctor.
It's not a medical question.
All right. I'm going to tell her tomorrow at the store. Maybe she won't lose it in a public place.
Okay, after you tell her, which I still think is a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's a
I didn't
moral
ask
one.
you what you
It's
thought.
run by a medical doctor.
All right, just stop it.
He just doesn't like the fact that he's wrong for once, and I'm right.
It really doesn't matter, Waylon.
It does to me.
Damn it! Do you have any idea how I should...
Just say it straight out and look for cover.
What?
Well, you always ask his advice, and you never ask mine.
Why are you making this about you, Waylon?
Forget it. I'm sorry.
Do you have any advice, Waylon?
As a matter of fact, I do. You make it seem like it's much worse than it is at first.
How exactly would I do that, Waylon?
Well, when you tell her about the affair, tell her it was with a man. That way she's all worried about you being gay and stuff. Then you come back with the truth that it was Sharon Roper's. And, you know, it was only half a man.
Thanks, Waylon. I'll consider that.
Garrett. Well, you got us. Don't forget that.
I won't.
Old man Rosenthal was sick in bed. Soon the doctor came around and said, "It's no use crying, the man is dying, he can't live very long. Send my son here to my side."
This is my assistant.
What do you mean your assistant?
Well, the song sort of escalates, and I'm not sure I have the voice for it, so I have an assistant to sing the difficult parts.
Well, Hootie, I don't really think that's fair. Do you?
Well, I want to be fair to my wife. I feel like she's going to be looking down on me, perhaps judging me.
Hootie, she's not dead. She's in Bermuda with an investment banker.
I just want to get it right, that's all.
She left you. And for you to hold this vigil, it's a little pathetic. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
My son, you'll collect from everyone. I die with a smile upon my face.
Katie Couric?
Yes.
She dresses up as her?
They role play.
Does he dress up?
She didn't say. Helen, I'm really getting worried about them. They don't have much of a sex life. And this isn't a fantasy about some movie star that he sees on cable once in a while. It's Katie Couric. This woman comes into their home every morning with their coffee. I think it's very unhealthy.
Hey,
Hey, honey.
what's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Helen, can I talk to you in private for a second?
Sure.
Okay, I'll talk about the other...
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's going on?
You know, Hank thinks I shouldn't come forward with this, but I don't know.
Come forward with what?
Helen, 6 years ago during our estrangement, I strayed. I had an affair which lasted a month. There's no excuse for it, so I make none, only to say that I behaved in a manner that was inconsistent with my character and totally irreconcilable with my love for you.
You had an affair.
Yes.
With who?
It doesn't matter.
With who?
Sharon Roper's. It was brief, extremely, and...
Where's she now?
I don't know. She took off in the car. She drives. This is what she does. She just...
Full tank?
I'm sorry?
Full tank of gas?
I don't know, Waylon. I don't know what I should do.
Why don't you go home and be with your kids? I'll find Helen.
Do you have any advice, Waylon?
No, I agree with Hank. Be with the kids.
You okay?
I'm worried. I always looked at them as like this modular couple, and if Garrett and Helen split, You know, I always thought of our marriages as constants. Of Helen and Garrett. Boy. I'm scared, Hank.
Helen. We'll work through this, Helen.
Will we, Hank? You counseled your brother to lie to me. Is that how you plan to work through it, Hank?
Get him, kid. Helen, this is dangerous. Pull the car over. Now look, you almost hit somebody. Pull the car over, Helen. Let's deal with this as reasonable adults. You're upset now and you need a cooling off period. Garrett loves you, Helen. Your family.
You cut me?
I didn't cut you, Scott.
But you're not calling me back.
Well, I didn't think you were great. To be honest, I found your song to be anti-Semitic. I mean, this is the B'nai Regent. You could be a self-loathing Jew. I think maybe you ought to go see Dr. Pats and get some therapy.
He's an internist.
Hootie, what's this I hear about you're not trying out now?
You were right, Dottie. The idea? It's pathetic. She left me, for God's sake, and I'm planning to sing about her?
Oh, listen, I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong.
No, you weren't. The truth is, I'm just a man with a giant hole.
Let's sit. I think, a lot of people who've, well...
And, the other truth is, I wish she had died. I know, that's a terrible thing to say, but, when spouses die, you get to at least cling to the love, You can, even romanticize it. Make it even bigger than, But, when they leave you, they totally undo the love. She was never in love with me.
Hootie. Whether or not she loved you, you very much loved her. And a love is real whether it's reciprocated or not. So I think you do get to cling to it. You have the right to mourn its loss. Maybe you should sing about that.
Her?
No. Your love. Your loss. Sing about your hole, Hootie.
Is she okay? We'll be here. Thanks, Hank. Your Uncle Hank found her. She's safe, and they're on their way here. I plan to spend considerable time in the near future making this up to both of you, but I hope you'll understand that for the immediate time being, I plan to concentrate on making things right with your mother.
Look, I just as soon go back to school.
Well, you're not going back to school, Malcolm. This is a family issue.
Dad, the family didn't do the hokey pokey with Sharon Roper's. That was a you thing.
Malcolm.
What, Monica? I'm not going to automatically follow his rules. His leadership has obviously fallen into question, not to mention his judgment. Sharon Roper's? You jeopardized our family for that?
All right, Malcolm. You handcuffed her?
She wouldn't come willingly, God's sakes.
Just take them off. God's sakes.
God's sakes, Hank.
Never mind.
Hank, you can go home now. This is a family matter. I don't consider you a part of this family.
She's mad because I said lie.
Just go.
Honey.
I have a question for you, young lady. Did you know Did you?
No.
Okay, look. I have to focus on healing for a little while. Unfortunately, I will be incapable of doing that while simultaneously trying to parent. I am going to go away for 3 weeks. Then I shall return. At that point, your father will be moving out. Forever.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing. My tryout's tomorrow.
You're trying out?
Yep, I should have to audition just like everyone else. It should be fair.
Who are you auditioning for?
Myself.
All right, Daddy. Sit down. Sit down. I need to say something, and I need you to hear it in the constructive tone that I intend.
Okay.
You have lost your mind. I supported you in this theater, and that wasn't enough. I had sexual relations with you, and that's not enough. And now you're in here auditioning for yourself? You're acting like a crazy person. What are you going through the change?
The change?
Yes. You're acting crazy, and I want to know why, and I want to know now.
Okay. You know what, Hank? I look at myself in the mirror lately, and I have to wonder, am I crazy? I live with a man who doesn't celebrate who or what I am, who doesn't make the slightest effort to know who or what I am. I dress up as a morning news anchor to get a rise out of... Yeah, you're right. I'm crazy. Is that what you came home early to tell me?
That's not what I came home to tell you.
Well, then what is it? Something else life-altering? Your jockey's riding up again? What is it?
She's leaving him.
What?
Helen. She's leaving Garrett.
At least give yourself time for reflective thought.
How reflective were you with Sharon?
And that happened at a time
When your wife didn't understand you?
Have the decency not to trivialize
Decency?
this, could you please?
Is that the arena you want to have this fight in?
You know, for the sake of the children,
Don't you dare play that card with me.
I will play that card. We have an obligation to resolve this, and we can only do it if we're in the same room.
I can't be in a room with you. I can't.
Are not going over there.
People do interventions for all sorts of reasons.
This is between
Julie.
Garrett and Helen.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't
involve
involve
our
you
help
and
working
Hank.
this out.
Why don't you just stick to things coming between you and me before addressing their problem?
What's going on between you and me?
Just forget it.
No, I want to hear this. What's going on between you and me? I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what's going on between you and me.
I guess I'm just not feeling as adored as I used to. I don't know if it's Garrett and Helen. Maybe they're making me feel less secure about us.
What?
Well, when is the last time we've ever done something as a couple? When is the last time we went for even so much as a walk?
Is that what this is about? You want to take a walk?
I feel embarrassed even saying this. You know, when is the last time you kissed me and used your tongue?
You called it fat.
I called what fat?
My tongue. Ever since I got heavier, you even said that you couldn't breathe once because of its girth.
That's because I had a cold and my nose was blocked. I love your tongue. Is that why you haven't been kissing me?
Yeah.
Listen to us. We sound like two 14-year-olds.
Look, Julie, I don't do anything in my life ever without feeling together. I am always together with you.
How could I tell you?
Gee, I don't know, Monica. It's a complicated thing. It's called honesty.
I didn't want you doing exactly what you're doing right now.
Fine. Maybe it's your conspiratorial involvement that's pushed me over the edge.
I'm not involved in this, and you know it.
Look, I will be back. I just first need to sort things. Where's your father?
Took off. In the car, I don't know where. Mom.
I know I'm being selfish. I just need to not be here. For at least a little while. What is this?
We need to talk, Helen.
This does not involve...
Yes, it does. Garrett's our brother, you're our sister, and decisions that...
All right, Waylon.
What, I
Let
haven't
me
even
take
said it
over.
yet.
Nobody
Why do you
wants
gotta
to
take over
hear
family
what you-
matters? This isn't a
Look,
police
this was
thing.
my idea to come here. Let me say
well,
what
I've
I
got to
came
say
to say.
something too, damn it, and I want to say it first.
Okay, Waylon, go ahead.
It's coming to me.
Let me start until it does.
No, let me, Hank. I signed up for a lot of things in this marriage. One of them being this family, which I love. And yes, I do feel that there's some obligation.
Stupid!
Huh?
Garrett was stupid. That's what I wanted to say.
That's all you could come up with?
We're all stupid, Hank. The whole family's stupid. I mean, the husbands, not the wives. We've got a combined GPA or SAP or whatever, a score of about 10.
What's your point?
Look, while he thinks of that...
She's a hog.
Oh.
Yeah. See, when men, husbands, when they stray, they're generally looking for something opposite. I read it. And well, you're a beautiful, intelligent woman, Helen.
What the hell is going on here?
Get out of here.
He's giving us his
Getting
big
out?
pig
What are
theory
you doing here,
on
Waylon?
Conversation, you're interrupting.
Get the hell out of here. This is none of your business, damn it.
Yes, it is my business. It's all of our business. You made it our business. You cheated, Garrett. You betrayed everything this family stands for, which is family. Look, we may not have much, but we've got our kids, and we love our wives. And that's everything, God's sakes, everything. Look what you've done, Garrett. So don't tell me I'm not involved. Now, I know this is hard, but what you two have to do is you have to sit down and have dinner as a family. Because that's what families do. They gut it out. No matter how bad things get, no matter how tough times are, you gut it out. You sit down as a family, and you let it go from there.
Would you excuse this for a minute? I'd like to talk to my wife alone.
You've quite the support team, Garrett.
As do you, Helen. Look, I like to hold myself out as an honorable, honest man, but I'm neither. I betrayed you. Truth is, I'm anything but honorable. But if I have any purity, it's in my love for you. And the idea of you leaving me makes me, well, I think that idea was in play 6 years ago. You seemed to be out of love with me, and I went insane with Sharon Roper's. I do not excuse it. I will not defend it. But I loved you then. I love you now. And without you, I'm over.
I don't know if it's repairable, Garrett.
It has to be. If your love for me is one fraction of my love for you, it has to be.
If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you'll feel better if you cry. Remember, sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head down and go on and cry.
He's a very loving man, Hootie Howell. I never would have guessed it. Would you cry if I left you, Hank?
Can we just eat supper without the trick questions?
Did she leave? Helen?
She hasn't yet. Didn't say she would, though.
Well, if she didn't go tonight, chances are she won't.
Well, maybe our little intervention worked, huh?
Maybe. Dr. Hank to the rescue. They're gonna make it. Garrett and Helen. You know, we all go through our stuff, but they're gonna make it.
Love you.
What'd you say?
What's that? I love you.
I love you too.
There's not a day goes by that I don't celebrate, you know?